Now, you all, this Azrael Kelly finally coming out with Gayle King interviews. Now, after the trial that R. Kelly has been convicted guilty of all 8 counts of sex trafficking and racketing for all these years, I'm hearing that Chicago's not even going to make no charges. They're just going to let New York handle that. They ain't going to make no charges. But my thing is, why she comes out now, this is kind of odd and suspect to me, because like why she would come out, you know what I'm saying, with this, I think she's really just trying to stay relevant so she can get money and shit like that, so the money can keep coming in, because it's corporate whatever want to come in and say do something. But I'm like, why, what I'm saying, because the last interview that she had with Gayle King back in 2019, she was full of anger, defending him, and just, like it was a totally different person now. Now, here's what she says now.
With R. Kelly survivor Azrael Clary. A jury convicted Kelly this week of 9 charges. Now, 5 of those related to crimes committed against her, including transporting a minor across state lines to engage in sexual activity. Clary, who is now 23 years old, says Kelly abused her verbally and physically for years. The first time we met her, she was 21 years old and she was still living with R. Kelly. We spoke with her again yesterday. It's her first interview since the trial. Come on in, Azrael. Well, you look good.
Thank you. So do you.
Have a seat. I'll just start with this. I'm really glad to see you again because I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again.
I'm very happy to be here and see you again as well.
It feels like a full circle moment to me. When we first met Azrael Clary in March of 2019, she had been living with R. Kelly for almost 5 years and was one of his fiercest supporters.
Because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing some facade that our parents are saying. This is all.
This is a totally different person since going on 2 years ago or 3. Totally different person, just defending R. Kelly for everything, the trial, everything he got committed, he was sticking up for this man. So my thing is, like, why you still not riding for him? What's happening? Because the money has stopped, bitch.
Lies for money.
Clary and another woman, Joycelyn Savage, told us then that they were in a relationship with the embattled R&B singer. But Clary left the apartment she shared with Kelly in Chicago 7 months after our interview.
I was lost, and I felt invisible, and I gave someone that control over me to basically make me do whatever it was that they wanted me to do and act however they wanted me to act.
During R. Kelly's trial, she testified that he began sexually abusing her when she was just 17 years old. At the time of the interview with us, were you afraid when you were sitting there talking to us?
I was. He did his interview first.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
He came in and he told us to be angry and be upset, and she's gonna try to do this and you're gonna.
Oh, he told you that?
Yes, and so we came in angry.
So he told you be angry?
Yes, and I was scared because I was like, I don't want the world to see me this way. I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm compassionate. And no one got to see that side of me.
Yeah, it's interesting because your dad called me after and said, that is not my daughter. That is not who she is. That is not how she speaks. That is not what she believes. During the trial, you testified that you said, I was not honest in the interview that you did with us.
Yeah.
What were you not honest about?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything, yes. Before that interview, he had us practicing every single day.
Practicing what?
Answering questions.
No, you 21 years old. You just allow this man to really be that over control. Because over the previous videos that I made by R. Kelly, I do believe some of the stuff that he has done. But I'm talking about her in particular. Like, like, I guess you was getting that money and you was saying you didn't care so he can say and do whatever you want to do. Now the money has stopped, woman. You want to come up there on Gayle King and, make yourself irrelevant to get some more money out of the situation or whatever the case may be. She probably did went through this stuff. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, saying anything to defend R. Kelly and like that, because I'm, you know what I'm saying, it's just the fact that why now, you know what I'm saying, you was defending this man so hard, and then you telling Gayle King now that he told us to come in angry, come in this, come in that. You allowed that man to come in and control you like that, like really, like maybe he did. You know what I'm saying? He's very manipulative. R. Kelly's very manipulative. He probably did. But it's funny how things has changed when truth comes out and things have stopped and things have got cut out. You know what I'm saying? People want to come forth and really bring the truth out. But the whole time with the Gayle King back in 2019, I knew like R. Kelly had probably made them say that. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't looking good that he bring both his girlfriends after. It wasn't looking good he brought both his girlfriends on the Gayle King interview with Jocelyn Savage and Azrael Clary. That was not a good look. So I kind of figured that R. Kelly probably must have, told them girls to say this and do this, come in angry, come in mad, come at her head,
And if he didn't like our answer, he would tell us exactly what to say and how to say it. So anytime you mention anything,
Azrael, I'm stunned by this.
Yeah.
So anytime you mention
anything about sexual preference, we already know to say, I'm not here to talk about that. Because that's what he told us to say every single time.
And that's exactly what you said.
First of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life. Okay. And I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom.
So when the interview was over and you all go back to his apartment, the three of you, what is the conversation?
He was so happy.
He was happy?
He was so happy. He was like, you guys did amazing. You did so well. You carried yourself so well. I believe he even, got food and wanted to celebrate. That's how happy he was with that interview. And I was just there like, wow.
What did he think about how he came across in the interview?
Truthfully, I think he believed that he had done well. He felt like he had really made a great reflection of himself and where he was in life, and how all these women were lying on him, and how all these people were just, out to get him, and, that sympathy card that he just loves so much.
Did you ever have conversations when he wasn't around to say, this is not good, this is not healthy, we got to get the hell out of here? Did you ever have any conversations like that?
I feel like a lot of people tried, but everyone...
As your very age, she what? That was 2 years, so she like 24 and 25 now. She looked... She aged. You know what I'm saying? I'm older than she is, and she looked aged. She aged. She looked totally different since 2 years ago.
He always got beat over it because he was very good at manipulating the situation. So even if he knew or not, he would basically say, he could come in his room right now and he would say, I've already spoken to Joy. She already told me exactly what you guys have been talking about. You have 5 minutes to be honest, or you're going to be thrown around this entire room. Everything that we were living in had become very normal. And I had to break out of that. I had to realize that this is actually abnormal.
Yeah, the dysfunction was so prevalent that after a while it did feel normal to you?
It did, because it was not only me, it was other women who were older than me. When I met him at 17, he had 4 other women. And so these women are all normalizing his actions. And then you have assistants normalizing his actions. And you have workers and security and everyone else that normalizes it. So me being very young at that time, I just learned to normalize it.
What do you think anybody could have said or done to help you leave the situation sooner?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. I feel like that is something that I would have had to have woken up from myself, something that I would have had to realize on myself. And, a lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes,
Your interview stands out because you are one of the few who we've heard who defended him so vocally and so adamantly, and now ends up testifying against him. Well, your testimony was very key. Azrael, was very key. It was very graphic. It was very painful. Some of it was so graphic the judge wouldn't even allow it to be released to the public. And I'm wondering what it was like for you sitting there.
She's lying. Azrael Clary, look, R. Kelly made you eat shit, eat food, feces, doo-doo, feces. Come on now. Girl, you was just up here trying to get some money because this money has stopped. So you have to understand is that the more that she comes out, the more she comes front, the more that lifestyle, that money comes in. So, corporate or whoever will still continue to pay her.
Looking at him while you're testifying about what your life had been like with him?
I feel like it was very disturbing to have to relive those moments. And I don't know, a piece of me was happy because I felt like...
Happy?
Yeah, because I felt like this person no longer has control over me, You don't tell me what to do and what to wear and where to go and how long to be in a room anymore, so...
I think the fact that you're sitting here today is very brave and very courageous that you would come back and sit down and want people to see who you really are.
I think it's very important, even I have to take accountability.
Well, R. Kelly has been convicted. This Azrael Clary interview with Gayle King. It's sad after all these years, R. Kelly. These women came in, did what they needed to do. Put that man down. Because these allegations been going on since when I was a teen, you all. And more 20 decades, like 20 decades, like 20 years plus, this has been going on. Some of the girls knew that he was in the city when he came on tour. You know what I'm saying? He was sex trafficking when he was going out to different cities and different states and stuff like that. Inviting people over, underage girls, to have sex with them and have sex with him and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's guilty for what? 8 or 9 counts. He can spend life in prison. You know what I'm saying? He knew people, motherfuckers was coming to my head in previous videos about, oh, I believe everything I hear. Oh, you have nothing to see. I'm just clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers hate the fucking truth. But it all comes out. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Remember that, y'all. So you don't want to defend it. The loyal fans don't want to hear the shit. But it's just way too much shit not to believe it. But you all, this is Sierra, the 88 Kid. If y'all have not checked that interview with Gayle King, Azrael Clary, go check that out. It was aired a day or two ago. But y'all can check me out, the 88 Kid. I'll holler at y'all later. Let me know in the opinions or comments. Don't be disrespectful about it. They made their decision. R. Kelly is guilty. And this Sierra, and I always have my opinion. But don't be disrespectful in the comments. Peace.